so you know, you watching this video, we made about 3 cents from it. So, hi everyone, welcome back to Sweet Briar Farm. And in this video, we're gonna do a year in review. So we'll take a look back at some footage of 2022 and talk about some of the things that we accomplished that weren't in our last video about the goals that we accomplished. So, beginning with our channel, we started the year with around 750 subscribers, and now we're up to about 3,800 subscribers. So we really appreciate you guys coming along with us, and hopefully stick around, continue to watch our videos and see what we do here on a farm. So
yes.
Just to recap, we are in central northern Michigan. We have 6 acres and we utilize every square inch of it as we can. Starting with our pigs, our year in review, we had 6 litters of large breed pigs, so Tamworth, pure Tamworths. We had Hereford Tamworth cross, 2 litters of those. We had a litter of Tamworth Berkshire cross, and we had 2 litters of Kune Kunes. So I can't tell you how many piglets there were, but there were 11 Kune Kunes, I know that.
Yeah.
We did have a really bad time with our first registered Berkshire. So for the advanced viewers of our channel, you can take a look back at that video. We'll post that in the description. We ended up having to put the sow down and actually doing an emergency C-section that was successful for a couple piglets for a few days, but we still have our one Roscoe here.
Hey, buddy. Come here, Roscoe. Come on. You want some food? Come here. Come on.
So the black pig there, that's the survivor out of Harpo, our first Berkshire litter. So we did purchase our Berkshire boar. So we have 2 boars that we're running now, a Tamworth and a Berkshire. And we have 2 registered Berkshire gilts that we picked up in 2022. And then our goal was to retain a couple of these cross piglets for next year to do a terminal cross with our Berkshire boar. So we've got a video on Hybrid Vigor, post in the comments on why we're doing that. So we're going into, those will be more for the meat market pigs, not for breeding stock. So we started with in 2022, we took 6 feeder pigs that we raised over winter to the market. Sold all those as wholes and halves to customers, and this year I don't know, we have 6.5 pigs we're raising out for customers, and then the other pigs we are going to butcher for selling cuts. So that's
we're gonna get a freezer license so people can buy, you know, just what they need for the week from us, rather than having to commit to the freezer space and the money for a whole or half pig.
Yep. So with the cows, we purchased our new bull, Mr. President, back in March. We raised registered Dexters for beef, and then this year we will be selling all the heifer calves. So we brought him home in March, and he successfully bred 3 of our cows. With getting our new bull, we ended up butchering our first bull, which we are consuming for ourselves, and Dexter bull beef is absolutely delicious, top quality. I mean, it's the best beef we've ever had. With that being in our freezer, filling our freezer, we had 2 steers that we raised out for 2 years, a little over 2 years, and we ended up selling those to customers as wholes and half beef, which was unfortunate because we put all that time into them, and I guess my dad's buying a quarter, so we're gonna at least taste some of the steer and do a comparison of steer versus bull with some of that beef. So
I think the first family that we sold our first steer to, they had dinner one night and called us back like less than a week after getting their beef and put us down for another one.
Yeah, they're on the list already for next year. So it's a really high quality beef, is one of the reasons why we chose to raise the Dexters. We did calve 1 heifer calf, so our Temple had a calf. That was the second calf born on the farm out of Temple. We bought Temple as a bred heifer back in 2020, right?
Yes.
So Dr. Quinn, the black heifer here, was out of Temple, so she was calved here on the farm in 2022. And our heifer pen is full. We have Millie that we picked up. She is a Jersey, A2 Jersey cow, or heifer. We picked up Chippy not too long ago. We bought Christy and Darby, or, well, we call her Briar Rose and Darby as a cow-calf pair this summer. And we just picked up Ladybug, who is our first chondro carrier. And in the upcoming videos, we will be putting Mr. President in with Freya. We'll be putting them into the love shack in the front pen here for a few months together. Raising the cattle for beef and for breeding stock, we purchased 2 Dexter steers. Those are in our steer pen with the cows and the bull. And those will be for 2024 beef. One of the other successful things that we did with the cows is when we did bring home the cow-calf pair, Darby and Briar Rose, is that we halter broke the cow. So she started out, it was a little bit of a rodeo, but by the end of the halter breaking process, we were able to get her to lead on the rope. So that was fun. Not something that I really want to do again as far as breaking a cow, but it's not really something I want to do breaking these little heifer calves either.
Well, maybe we'll just be choosy about which ones we do in the future. We don't need this many milkers.
Well, it's nice to be able to have them on a lead.
We had our herd tested for bovine tuberculosis, which was an interesting process. If you're curious, you can watch our video. But thankfully, all our herd is negative, and now we know that. So. And
the reason why is because we're in a surveillance zone for bovine tuberculosis, because it is in the deer herd northwest of us. So we're in a zone that is in surveillance for that.
All right. So one of my goals for this last year was to bring in bucks so that we can keep our own herd going and close the herd to protect ourselves from any disease. So we've got Jimmy and Dutton here are both purebred registered Nubians from really good lines. The little guy here in the coat was born on our farm in July. He's still looking for a family of his own, but he's fine to hang out here until he does. Also registered purebred Nubian. And then we have Brosif here. He's purebred registered Nigerian Dwarf from great lines. And over here, this little guy, Clark, we picked up Clark W. Griswold in Tennessee. He's a Tennessee fainting buck. So we're real excited to have all our own daddies here, and we can see what their babies grow up to be like. We also added a few more Nigerian Dwarf does to the farm. So Lacey J here is a new addition. We bought her daughter. Phyllis was our first Nigerian Dwarf. And when we had the chance to pick up Lacey here, we jumped on it. Alright, so we also bought in our last Nubian doe. Laramie down here at the feeder. She is Dutton's half-sister, but she's also out of Candyman. If you follow Nubians, he's a well-known buck. We also retained a few does. So we have Reese PC here with the tan eye lines. This is Fawn's daughter. So we kept her. And then we also kept Phyllis's daughter.
One of them.
So this cute little moon-spotted black Nigerian dwarf here, Paula, we kept her. She was one of Phyllis's daughters from a set of triplets this year. So everybody's doing great. They're growing up. I got about half my girls bred for spring break kids, and we'll put the rest of the girls in with the bucks, those who are big enough, in a couple weeks for kids in June.
How many total goats did we have, kids?
Kids? I think we had a dozen kids born this year. And we found homes for all except the one little shark bite we're hanging on to.
AKA Scott's Top.
Scott's Top. You guys having a meeting over there?
So we had 2 litters of Kune Kunes for for a total of 11 piglets. We did some trades, and we have 2 barrels left. We are retaining one of Moira's double wattle gilts. This is Kimmy Gibbler. We have Turd Ferguson that we picked up in a trade. Twyla, the ginger and black, and then these are the 2 black barrows that either we'll find as homes for pets or we're going to raise them out for pork. So I also built the goat log cabin treehouse, so that was a fun project. As far as the garden went, we had a pretty good year for growing things like tomatoes. Pumpkins were not very good. Sweet corn was okay.
We got a lot of broccoli and cauliflower in the freezer.
A lot of potatoes.
Yeah, a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, some of the other big highlights were the water lines and that we put in a new well. An accident. But it was a good thing because now we have tons of water pressure.
Yeah, something special that's come out of having this YouTube channel is we've gotten to know and meet a few other YouTubing families, which has been really special. It's something unique that we share, and it's so nice to get to connect with other people who have similar goals. So we got to meet up with Rachel and Todd from 1870s Homestead, and they are just as kind and generous and thoughtful in person as they are on their channel. So we're really grateful to get to connect with them. They raised up a couple of pigs they got from us, and then we happened to be down there for something and we got to go visit them. So that's been really cool to get to connect. We also did a collaboration with 5 other YouTube channels.
I think there was more than 5, but it was the 5 Things Livestock collaboration.
Yeah.
We'll put links to all these videos in the description below. You can check out if you haven't already.
The most important thing that we're grateful for with our YouTube channel this year is your subscriptions. You guys subscribing to our channel, even though it's just a mouse click for you, it really does have a huge impact on us here on our farm. So we were able to monetize, so we actually get paid this year. We don't get paid a lot, but we do get paid some, which is, it matters, right? So we donated the first YouTube check we got to a local food pantry, so we're paying it forward. We really want to help support our community and share the good. So that's something that helps here, but it also helps us to kind of, I don't know, give good feedback on like what are the things that you guys want to know more about. So we really appreciate you all subscribing and watching and commenting. Thank you.
Yeah, one of the cool statistics that we can see with the YouTube analytics is that we had like 1.7 million minutes of watch time on our channel. So that's like mind-blowing that that many people watched us chase animals or castrate animals or do whatever we do on the farm here. Yeah. So that's really awesome. And for the most part, just so you know, you watching this video, we made about 3 cents from it. So if one of our last videos where we catch a Bigfoot for our holiday special, it had about 1,000 views initially. Maybe there's more now, but we made about $3 from that video, and I nearly lost my fingers and toes putting that Bigfoot costume on. So we do a lot for $3. So we really do appreciate you joining us, and if you haven't, click that subscribe button, hit the like button, post a comment. It just helps us out. It helps that YouTube algorithm, so spreads our content further. So, well, thanks for joining us for our 2002 year in review. Hope you stick around for 2023, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
Yep. Happy New Year, guys.